What's up, ladies? Okay, so today we are going to talk about something that is a little bit uncomfortable, but it's a conversation that a lot of us women have. We're going to talk about peeing our pants while we're double undering.
Hey, look everybody, Billy peed his pants.
I'll never forget the first time that happened to me. I peed my pants at a CrossFit competition. It was a really hot, sunny day. It was an outdoor competition, and I had single unders. I had drank so much water before my next workout, right? It was in between workouts, and I got up to go do my single unders, and I started jumping, and I was like, shit, I'm gonna pee my pants. And I would do a few jumps, and then I would start laughing, and I would look at my judge and be like, I don't know what to do. And it got to the point that it was like pee was running down my legs, but what were my options? I was either going to finish the workout or I was going to run to the bathroom. And so I learned what I needed to do after that to help build that pelvic control so that wasn't a thing anymore. And today I am going to share those tips with you so we can help you so you don't pee your pants when you double under.
Okay, so let's get into why this is happening to you. Why does it happen to me? Now, I'm not going to go off onto the tangents of all of the intricacies of our pelvic floor and our pelvic stability, but what I am going to talk about is the ability to control this pelvis when we're jumping. Because I want you guys to understand that most often the reason that we're peeing our pants while we're jumping is because we don't have a strong pelvic floor. We don't have strong muscles that are able to contract and squeeze against that urethra, the little tube, if you will, that is connected to the bladder where the pee runs out, right? So these muscles contract around it to hold the pee in. And when we're jumping, those muscles get fatigued and then they loosen up and then all of a sudden you're peeing. So what I see most often, and it was also something that happened to me and still sometimes does happen, is we lose that pelvic floor stability, those strong muscles to keep that nice and tight contraction, right? So you'll see a lot of females when they jump that their hips are going back and forth like this, okay? Well, you can imagine if my outside looks like this, what does my inside look like? It's not tight and controlled. The Kegel muscles are cute because that's part of that pelvic floor, but if I'm squeezing this and it's still going back and forth, right? What's going to happen over time? Probably things are going to get loose. So if I can keep this tight, then I in turn can contract everything better, and then I'm not going to pee my pants, or it's going to be something that's going to happen at 100 double unders instead of 10 double unders. So what I want you guys to start practicing, and this is something you practice without doing double unders, just being aware of your body in space as you jump. I want you to start practicing keeping all of this tight as one unit. Can you do little jumps and keep this contracted? And then if you can do little jumps, can you do big jumps and keep this contracted, okay? What you're thinking of is taking these muscles, they're really your deep core muscles, and drawing that pelvis in. And after you draw that pelvis in, can you tuck that rib cage down and can you squeeze that butt? And this is the position that a lot of your coaches ask you to get in before you do any Olympic weightlifting, before you press overhead, before you back squat, right? I want this as one tight unit. If I can make this one tight unit, what do you think is happening on the inside? It's one tight unit. And the cool thing is it's compounding. As we build that strength, we get stronger in that position. As we get stronger in that position, we're able to get even tighter in that position, which then builds an even stronger position. Super cool, right? One of the cool things about strength. So, I want to challenge you to grab your jump rope when you get strong doing this and have someone watch you from the side and have them analyze, are you capable of keeping this from, it's going to shift a little bit, right? It's not going to be like, you know, tin soldier like this, but can you almost be like that while you're doing single unders? And you'll feel your girl parts get nice and tight inside. You'll feel like the Kegel muscle, or pelvic floor muscles, the Kegel muscles that they tell us to contract, right? Like, you know that feeling when you're like, I gotta pee, and you're feeling everything squeezed? When you have that nice tight core stability, everything is neutral spine and tucked, you'll feel that you can actually contract those muscles on the inside even tighter. And I want you to have someone watch you as you jump, and can you feel that all contracted? And then you're jumping. And then when you get confident with it, you can go and you can try those double unders. Now, I also want you to remember that just like everything else, as we get tired and things get fatigued, they become weaker, right? So you know when you're doing 50 wall balls and your legs start to feel tired, your wall balls might start to fall apart, right? It's the same thing that's going to happen when you're doing double unders. Those muscles are only going to ever be so strong. So if you have to do 300 double unders, you possibly are going to get to a point, especially if we're still making them be super strong, that they are going to start to get weaker. And again, as they get weaker, they're going to let that urethra go, and you're going to have some bladder, some urine come through, okay? But we're going to practice it. We're going to practice keeping that tucked pelvis, squeezed butt nice and tight, and then as you get stronger, you'll get better at it. All right, so I want you to give this a try. I want to challenge you to practice it just doing some jumps, getting some double under or some single unders, feeling confident that you can keep everything nice and tight. And then you could also, side note, add in some specific isometric holds to practice that tight core. So you can do some weighted planks where you put a weight right here on your butt, then you get up into that plank position and you hold it. And as you're holding it, I really want you to think consciously of, this is that tight position that I want when I'm trying to jump, right? And be nice and tight and engage everything from the inside out, okay? That's going to make your jumping, believe it or not, even better. All right, give this a try. Let me know what you think. If you have questions, comments, feedback, I would love to hear it. And thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and I will see you next time.